Hey guys, welcome to Judge Jodi. Another win for Spurs. The wingbacks are wingbacking. Life is good. What more could you ask for? That makes it 3 wins back to back now. So hopefully we have broken the cycle now. Guys, joining me tonight to break down yesterday's epic win against Newcastle, we have Tiago. Tiago, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome to the courtroom. First time here. How are you feeling?
Feeling good. 5-1. I think we
Five
couldn't have
one.
asked for more.
Yeah.
Really good game from the boys. Now just
Amazing.
hoping Crystal Palace do us one and help us.
Yeah, I know. We've got the game on right now. So apologies, everybody. Arsenal are playing right now. I am aware of that. So if you can just keep us updated in the comments. I know, Tiago, you've got the game on. So I think we're covered to find out what's going to happen tonight. But yes, very important game tonight. Crystal Palace, please, 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 please help us out.
Please. Please.
Please. But yeah, I mean, what are your kind of overall thoughts on yesterday's match? Anything? I mean, 5-1. Can't complain, can you? Really?
Yeah. I think the first half, a lot of people were going to say that was not good. And I kind of understand why they would say that because we kind of struggled to create. Um, but even though we were not creating, we had more than 80% possession. So it's not like we were under pressure as we
Yeah,
were in other games.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. I think so.
I,
Oh, sorry.
no, I mean, the first half, even though it wasn't the best, I think there isn't much to complain about. The goal, a lot of people say it was Hugo's fault. That's only the only debatable part of the first half. Other than
Hmm.
that, we had possession, not much to worry about when defending.
Yeah,
So it was a very controlled game. We
yeah,
controlled the game very well.
yeah. No, we did. I agree. I think, yeah, it's kind of one of those things, game of two halves, I guess, as well. But I think I did get quite nervy when they got the equalizer. I'm not going to lie. I was really, it's like, oh, Spurs are going to do it again. But you know what?
It's always
Yeah,
that thought like in the back of
yeah,
your mind.
yeah. But I think once we got the second goal, we all saw what happened. Like it was pretty much game over from there, wasn't it?
Yeah,
And just some really good performances, I think, and obviously we'll get into it when we go through the ratings, but once again from players that we don't expect to be seeing goals from, which is what we need, and it's really, really welcomed. So I was very, very happy with all the goals that we got yesterday. So
yeah.
yeah, very excited. Tiago, before we get into the ratings, can you tell me, do you have a pre-game superstition or something that you have to do before every Spurs match?
I do. This shirt, I always have to wear the shirt of the season. I have from past seasons. Needs to be the same season, unless I don't have. Um, my superstition is I watch it every game day, and I always put the same music every single time. It has to be the same music to put me in the mood, the same
Wow.
soap, the same time.
What if you run out of this? I don't even want to put that out there. It's got to be the same.
No,
So you've got very
there's
superstitious then.
there's no possibility I run out of the soap. I buy one specifically for this.
That is amazing. That is the best. That's the best pre-game superstition I've ever heard. Wow. and
Just
the
wasn't
same
ready for
music.
this.
Oh, that's okay. It's very hot there. I realize. I'm very jealous of your weather, Tiago.
Uh, don't be. It's not a nice one.
But yeah, that is all time. I'm very very impressed by your pre-game superstition. So let's hope that the supermarket doesn't ever run out of stock of you.
Oh, I hope.
Right. Shall we get into the ratings? This is what we're here to do. Ooh. Oh no, I'm having a bit of issues here. Oh no, I've got some technical difficulties. Um. Hmm. Oh no, Tiago, I'm so sorry.
No problem. No problem.
My screen has decided to not. All right. How about? Oh no. Live TV, everybody.
We need to put that script. Sorry for inconvenience.
Yeah.
Technical problems coming back soon. Just,
uh,
yeah, it has happened to me before. I was on Tottenham ball with Colin, and now with college, I had to stop being a regular. But it happens. It happens to everyone. It's
yeah. Oh dear. I'm just gonna have to switch my screens around. Let's do this. All right, everybody. Let's pretend that didn't happen. All right. I'm back. I think I'm back. Let me share my screen. Oh no, it's not working. All right, we're gonna have to carry on without the screen today, everybody, because I'm having some problems. I'm really sorry about this. Um, Tiago, we're just gonna have to go through our ratings without looking at people. But first off, we got Hugo Louise. So I've given Hugo a 5. You've given him a 5.
yeah.
What are your thoughts really on Hugo's 5? What are you thinking?
It's I gave him a 5 because there was nothing much for him to do during the game. He didn't have to make any big saves. He was not really under pressure.
Yeah.
And of course, there was the goal. And to be honest, I hate doing this, but he could have done better. He touched the ball.
Mhm.
It's not like it was a free kick so good that he was never going to reach it. He reached it. He touched the ball. He could have done better if he was a little bit more to the side.
Yeah.
Think these things happen in football, but he could have done better. He's a world class goalkeeper, as everyone says. He's a World Cup
Yeah.
winner, France captain, Spurs captain. He should be doing better. And apart
I
from,
agree.
he didn't have much to do when he had something to do. He could have done better. There was also, I think, it was the second half, a long ball through the air for Newcastle. He tried to rush out of goal to get the ball. He missed it,
Mhm.
which put us into danger. So it's tough to give Hugo Lloris more than a 5.
Yeah.
Nothing much to do, and when he had to do something, wasn't that good.
Yeah. No, I totally agree with you. 5 as well for me. Sorry, everyone, you can't see our ratings, but it's fives all around. I think I was going to give him a 6, but then I had to mark him down for Shah's free kick. Like
Yeah,
like you said, it was just didn't just was not good. And he didn't have much to do, like you said, 0 saves. There's not really
yeah.
much more you can say.
I think recently it's been kind of a consistent talk about Spurs fans of Hugo getting replaced. I think it's time we look in that position because for years we've had Hugo and like, yeah, goalkeepers usually play until like 36, 37. They have more time on the pitch. But we need to look forward. We need to look at someone else to come in.
Hmm.
I think Hugo is still a very good goalkeeper. Don't get me wrong; he's still very, very good. But I think it's time for us to start looking who is going to replace, and it's a very tough position because the goalkeeper. If the goalkeeper makes a mistake, there's a high possibility you're going to concede a goal, and we
Yeah.
need a good goalkeeper. Of course, we've been hearing reports that we're in very advanced stage of negotiations with Sam Johnstone.
Hmm.
So we need to take our time and take care of that position because goalkeepers are just, you know, cannot play without them.
I agree. I agree. And like I was so excited that Luis signed his new contract. And I think we do have a really amazing goalkeeper in Luis. It's just
Yeah,
it is just lately I think there have been like quite a few slip ups and mistakes from him. And yeah, I don't know. I know everybody's allowed to have an off day and stuff like that, but it has been quite a few
Oh,
crucial
yeah,
moments that we've needed stuff there. So yeah, I agree. Five's the race. I don't five's full of race. I don't think anybody would.
yeah.
Um,
And like in a top four race like we are, that we cannot drop points. Let's say a game against Leicester at home, 0-0, and then last minute of the game he concedes a goal like he did yesterday. We lose the game. We lose top four.
hmm
It's huge. It's
Yeah,
huge. Him making mistakes can cost us points, games, the top four.
yeah.
So it's we need to look at this. It's not just something we can overlook. Oh, it's Hugo has been here for 9 years. He's the captain. No, we need to look at this. Oh, Palace 1-0.
Woo!
Yes.
All right. Come
Yes.
on, get in. That is amazing.
Yeah.
Come on, Palace. Right, we're moving on. Sorry, everybody, we can't see what we're moving on to, but we are moving on to Romero. What an amazing performance by Romero. Thiago, you have given him a 9, and I've given him an 8.5. He was absolutely amazing yesterday, right? I don't think there's much difference really in our ratings, 8, 9.5. What are you thinking? What's your thoughts on your 9?
Christian Romero, Dios mío, Dios mío. What a player. He's very good. He still needs to improve. He still has areas he can improve. I think he needs to learn how to control his aggressiveness, to not get
Mhm.
silly yellow cards. In the air, he's not the best, but he can improve in those areas. But still, it's a breath of fresh air in our defense.
Yeah.
I mean, considering that for years we've had to play with Davidson Sanchez and Eric Dier together in the back four, and then making those idiotic mistakes every game, and now we have a guy that can be
I
world class.
know.
It's just
I know. I know.
he, he pocketed some maximum yesterday. He
He
pocketed
did.
him. He
Yeah.
was very good, very
Yeah.
good. He was aggressive, but he was spot on. No yellow cards, no silly fouls, clean tackles, clean interceptions, going forward, good on the ball as well. He can make a long pass. He helps us getting out of the back, playing the ball, passing around. Oh, Christian Romero, I love you, man. I love you. I
Yeah.
just hope he was an Argentinian. That's the only thing I don't like about him.
Oh, yeah, I know, I know. That's a little bit of yeah, it's not great for you, is it?
Yeah,
But hey, when he plays for Spurs, it's fine. It's fine.
yeah. When he plays for
Um,
Spurs, love you. You're the honor of my heart. When he plays for Argentina, I hope he lose and get
he's
humiliated.
Yeah. Well, I'm just glad he didn't end up, playing and picking up an injury when he was away,
Oh,
which was amazing. But yesterday, again, like for me, his defending was on point. He was tackling like a boss yesterday. I think he was all over Saint Maximin. I do. I don't know. I just think he was really amazing. Couldn't keep my eyes off him yesterday.
oh,
And he didn't get a yellow. Like normally we're always like, he needs to be careful with his yellow cards. And yesterday
he didn't get one,
didn't get one,
which is
so
great.
it was all
We
good.
gotta bring this up. That tackle on Richarlison. Still to this day, when I watch the highlights and I watch that tackle, I'm like, so good. He just breaks Richarlison in half. Oh, love it, love it.
No, it was awesome. Right, let's move on. We are going to move on to Eric Dyer. So we've both given Eric a 7.
Yep.
What are your thoughts on the 7?
I think Dyer, he wasn't bad, but he was also nothing special. I think he was solid. He did his job, but he didn't stand out like Romero did. Um,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think Dyer. I'm not someone who's his biggest fan. I think we need to upgrade on him in the summer,
hmm
but I can also stop with my agenda. Let's say it's just that I don't like him very much after everything he's done, but I can't step back and see that this season he's been one of our most consistent players, and he is important to our defense. So
Yeah,
Dyer, the 7 for me goes. He didn't do anything wrong, um, but he also didn't stand out like Romero did. So I give him a 7. It was a good game for him. No individual mistakes, which is always great. And it's something I don't know if you feel this the same way, but before when Eric Dyer was on the ball, you'd be like, oh my god, it's Eric Dyer who's gonna give the ball away, and now you're just calm. You don't feel that. You just go, oh yeah, okay, it's Dyer.
Yeah,
Nothing to worry
yeah,
about, and that shows he's improved this season. He
yeah,
has improved, and
100%.
I
Yeah,
hope I hope he keeps improving.
yeah. I agree. I think he played pretty well. I think he had opportunities to score though that it didn't happen. I think I think he did have a bit of a part to play in the build up to the last goal, but again, I just think it was an average kind of day. I mean, it was good, but it wasn't. It was a 7. It was a
Yeah,
7 for me. I think I'm like you in the, and probably most of the Spurs fan base, really. I
yeah.
mean, I don't know. I don't want to speak up for anybody, but I think, everybody's probably in a similar situation with Dyer in that we feel that, there are better out there, and we could definitely
Yes,
upgrade. And I
yeah.
think we definitely need to upgrade. But at this point in time, he's doing a pretty decent job for
He's doing his job. I mean, we,
yeah,
we cannot really complain. Yeah, if you look at last season, every single game we played, it was like, just get Eric Dyer out of this club. I just couldn't stand the guy. Some of the mistakes he made last season under Jose were just like, how is he a professional footballer? But this season, he's doing his job. He's doing his
yeah,
job, and nobody can deny that. You might not think he's the best. You might think he needs to be upgraded, as I do, as you do. We know there are better players out there, but he's doing his job, and we cannot complain much about that. I prefer Dyer this way than Dyer giving goals away like like last season.
I agree. No, I'm the same. He just needs to get a goal. I don't think he's had a goal for nearly 3 years, apparently. So
It's true. Yeah. I mean, free kicks. Thank God Harry Kane is not taking free kicks anymore. Hopefully, Dyer gets one from a free kick. He's good. He's actually he's surprisingly good.
yeah, he is. He is. Right. I was going to try and get the presentation up, but it's not working. So we're going to have to keep free balling like this. I'm sorry, Tiago.
No problem. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Next we got Ben Davies. So you've given Ben an 8, and I've given him an 8 as well. So 8's all round. I think for me,
We,
finally a goal.
yeah. And we promised we did not do the ratings together.
We
We
did
did
not.
not.
We did
Yeah.
not. No, Tiago sent me his ratings about an hour, 2 hours beforehand. So, and I'd already done mine. So
Yeah. Oh,
we got another goal.
a chance for Palace. Oh, oh, yes,
Live watch along. It's another goal.
yes. 2-0.
Are you
2-0 to
serious?
Palace.
Oh my word, that is
Yes.
amazing. Come on. Come on, Palace.
Wow.
This is more exciting than the ratings. Let's just watch the
Uh,
Arsenal game.
I'm
Um,
getting hope. I'm getting hope. Maybe it's up for. I don't like it. It's Spurs. I hate getting hope. My hopes up with Spurs.
oh, guys,
Uh,
we gotta calm ourselves down, but we can't.
uh,
It's getting too close now. Oh
By the
man,
way, the North London Derby is going to be on the 12th of May. That game
yes,
is going
I
to
saw
be
that.
a war. That game is going to be a war. And I love it. And Christian Romero is just going to tackle Bukayo Saka in the middle.
It's gonna be amazing. I think it's gonna all come down to that. Like, honestly, it has to. It's got to all come down to that, right? Oh wow.
I think it will. I think it will. And maybe I don't know, with Arsenal losing 2-0 to Crystal Palace, maybe we wrap up top four before the game, which would be great. Because it's going to be so nervous. I mean, imagine North London Derby, top four. I
It's gonna be
mean,
your
if we
time.
win, if we win would be great. But if we lose, it's always like if we lose. Oh, here come Palace again. Wilfred Zaha. Oh, what's the ball?
Right, Tiago, tell me what you're thinking about Ben Davies.
Another one
You've
like
given him an 8.
another one. I think just like Eric Dyer, he had a good game. He was solid. Defensively, he didn't stand out much. I gave him an 8 because of the goal. It was a
Mm,
beautiful header. I mean, the cross from Sonny was great, but He put the ball in the perfect place as well. But Davies is another one that has improved.
Yeah,
Another one we can find better players out there, but he's doing the job for now.
yeah,
We
yeah,
cannot sign players to the end of the season, so but he's improved under Conte, and he got his goal. He had a few moments in past games where he could have scored. He didn't. So I'm happy he was rewarded with a goal. But I think defensively it was just like Dier. He was solid, nothing to worry about much. Did his job. Nothing as impressive as Romero, but I'm gonna give him an 8. He scored a goal, so
yeah.
which was very important. It was pretty much straight away after we conceded.
Yeah, it was a very important goal, definitely. I think that's why I gave him an 8. I think he played pretty well, and like you said, he's improving for me, definitely under Conte. I think defensively he was solid, and he was tackling really well yesterday. Like he was
Yeah,
really good.
I'm
I
very
think,
impressed with him, honestly.
yeah,
When Conte came in, I had in my mind he would be one of the first players Conte would try getting rid of. I knew he was going to start because he's left footed, but I thought he's just going to go. Yeah,
yeah,
but he has improved a lot. I really like him, Davis. He's been better than I thought he would be. So big up for him. He deserves it.
I agree. I agree. Right. Let's move on. Matt Dougherty. Have we got another goal from Palace? Or is that from before?
No.
I'm just seeing
Uh,
a
t-
late comment here. I think my comments are a little bit delayed. Getting Palace. I think that was from Al.
it's 2-0. It's a foul. It's Arsenal's ball. Yeah, so it's not a Palace goal. Arsenal has the ball now. Yeah, no go. Still
No
to
go.
no Palace.
Two. All right. All right. So we're moving on. We are moving on to Mike Hotspur Hustler's favorite player in the whole wide world, and that is Matt Doherty. Shout out to Mike Hotspur Hustler. So Thiago, you've given him an 8, and I've given him an 8.5. Whoa.
Oh, yeah. I think 8.5 is fair.
Yeah. I think it was a really good display from him yesterday.
Yeah.
I think he was forced out of position into left wing back, wasn't he? So I think based on that and the fact that he wasn't in his normal position, and the way he played, what does he get for us? He got us a goal. I
I
think
think
he
he got an
had.
assist, didn't he,
I
for
don't know. Yeah,
Emerson? I
I
feel it was him.
I don't think he did in the end. I think it was. I think that's. He potentially he did. In my notes, I didn't have him down as getting the assists. Who did I have? So I think Kulu, Son, and Lucas Moura all got assists yesterday. But then obviously there were 5 goals. So yeah, potentially,
No, it was
potentially
not
he did.
him. I'm on one football. It isn't awarding to anyone. So maybe the ball.
Oh, I got it working.
Yes.
It's not the normal way that I do it, but this is good. All right, guys, you can see what we're talking about now.
Yeah. And Dougherty. Look at
That's
that
better.
face.
See, 8 and an 8.5. Look at that face. How can you not? How can you not love it? But yeah, I think he played really well. I think Conte must have said something at halftime, right, to those guys, because like there was definitely
It's true.
something. I would love to know what he said to them at halftime, because the difference in the squad after that halftime, I
It's
think, was
true.
was massive.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I think he played really well. I think he's showing that. I think he needs to be more consistent though, because obviously he has been really good in certain games, and then other games he's lacked kind of as well. So I think a little bit more
Yeah.
consistency from him for me. But yeah, eight
I
and 8.5.
mean, Doherty, until a few weeks ago, I would have said he's the worst player we have in the squad. And I know it's still not good enough. He
Even
still
worse
needs
than
to do.
Emerson.
Yeah. Look, Emerson is a tough one. He's Brazilian, and I love my
Right, there's a
Brazilian.
bit of bias going on there.
But no, I know Emerson's bad. I know Emerson's bad. For me, the worst is actually Harry Winks. I cannot stand Harry Winks.
Hmm.
Um,
I know that.
yeah, I mean, I sent you the ratings. I even forgot. Harry Winks played.
Guys, Tiago forgot that Harry Winks played yesterday, and let me tell you, I mean, Sean, hold your ears, but I think it's sometimes pretty forgettable. No, I didn't mean that.
It's
I didn't mean that. I didn't mean
easy
that,
to
guys.
forget.
But yeah, but hey,
But
he didn't have much time to do anything yesterday.
yeah,
But we'll get on to him. We'll
yeah,
get on to
sure.
him. We're talking
But
about Matt Doherty.
on Dougherty, I think we can see his confidence growing. He played against Leeds, if I'm not mistaken, and he scored a goal. And since then,
Yeah.
his confidence has been growing more and more. I think
Hmm.
he has 7 goal contributions already this year,
Okay.
2022. He's assisting goals, he's scoring goals, he's going back to the Wolves, Matt Doherty. And when we signed him, we were signing the second best fullback in the league in terms of chances created. He was only
Yeah, it's
behind
true. Yeah.
Trent. And if he gets back to the level, I'm not saying he's the best. I'm not saying he's the one who's going to start for us next season, because I still think there are better players out there. I think we could use some more pace. But I mean, right now, there's just no debate. He starts over Emerson every day of the week. There's
Hmm.
just no debate. He's
Yeah.
improved. He's improved the last few weeks, and it's weird because I can't put a finger on what. Yeah, this was the reason why he didn't play well for Spurs in his first season. Um, Maybe was playing a back four, but then we saw him playing back five with Conte in the beginning was not good.
Hmm.
But his confidence is back, and seeing him
Yeah.
scoring goals is important because Conte needs his wingbacks.
He does.
And
He does. And
we,
a comment from NS Sports. Thank you for watching. Is Reggie injured? I think he is injured. See, do you know,
he had
Tiago?
a
Yeah,
problem on
had a knock or
his
something.
thigh. Yeah, had a knock on
Yeah.
his thigh. Had to leave training earlier, but I think he might be available next week. And I know that Oliver Skip is already training as well. In the training video,
So good.
you can see him. He's training on the pitch. Maybe he's
Good.
available for Villa. If not for Villa, the next one. But he's coming back. Thank
That
God.
is awesome. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for that. That is a much needed yeah, much needed getting Skippy back in. But let's move on. Emerson Royale talking about wingbacks and wingbacking. He's got
Yes.
Tiago with a 6. I given him a 7. Birdie 111008. Thanks for being here. Goal for Emerson. That is correct. Emerson did score a goal. That was all time. um, I don't think his passing and his crossing again was great yesterday. I think his performance overall probably was not fantastic. It wasn't great, but he got a goal. Like, I got a goal. He was in the right spot, and I don't know. I thought that was amazing from him. I don't think it was terrible from him yesterday, to be honest. Not we have
No,
seen
it
worse
wasn't.
performances. What do you
For
think?
me, it's like first, don't ever talk about my boy again. He's he is the best right back in football history. End of. My boy's coming back. Emerson Remontada, here we go. No, just kidding, but um, I think his crosses were not great, but I think yesterday he didn't, you know, just roof the ball to the stands. He was actually putting the ball in the box. Just needs to find his teammates now.
Mm,
But it has
yeah,
improved
yeah.
compared to crosses other games. It has improved. I gave him a 6, of course, the goal, but the goal wasn't like Matt Doherty that he made a run, the back post, and scored the goal.
No,
But
but it went in.
yeah, what matters is that he scored.
Adds to our goal
Um,
difference. I'm giving him points.
yeah, I think what he needs to do better is move the ball quicker. He needs to get the ball and cross the ball quicker, or get the ball and run faster. Because he gets the ball, he takes some time to think, what am I going to do next? I'm going to drive the ball forward, I'm going to pass the ball to my teammate. And this little time lets the opponent just come back to their positions and organize themselves. If you look at, for example, the goal Sonny scored, the pass to Kulusevski puts the ball forward, he crosses the ball then straight away. He didn't wait. He didn't drive forward. He just passed the ball while Sonny was free in the box.
Yeah.
And Emerson needs to do that. He needs to be faster in his decision making.
Hmm. Yeah. It's
But
decision making. Yeah, that's true.
he was much better yesterday.
Yeah.
Hopefully he just keeps growing confidence
I
because
hope
he's a
so.
good guy. He's a
Yeah.
good guy.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think he is. It's just the other thing as well is he's so young. Like the other thing that we kind of maybe sometimes forget or don't think about is he's young and he's, it's
Yeah,
that's definitely a factor you need to factor in. I think we're very, we do need people that are going to be hitting the ground running and coming into those positions because of the way that Conte plays, I think. But you're right. He's improving. And he got us a goal, so hopefully that goal yesterday is going to just add to his confidence and make him get better and better. We can only hope.
yeah. I feel like Emerson. A lot of people be saying, "Oh, he was shit. He was terrible." I don't think he was terrible or shit. He wasn't outstanding, but I think he was good. If it was Matt Dougherty with that performance because of the goal, people would be going, "Oh yeah, Matt Dougherty, he scored a goal. That's good from him." And I think we need to
Mm,
have the same treatment with Emerson. We need to be fair. We cannot have
yeah.
double standards. And
Hmm.
I understand why people don't like Emerson. I'm not his biggest fan as well. I just play that just because he's Brazilian. I love him, but for me,
No
sports come
bias allowed in
first.
this courtroom,
Yeah,
Tiago.
yeah. It's for me what comes first is Spurs, and I know
Yeah.
he's been probably the worst player we've had this season, together with Harry Winks. Um, but we need to be fair to him. He scored a goal. He didn't make any defensive mistakes. A lot of people saying, "Oh, but Sam Maximan cooked him." But so many players struggle trying to defend Sam Maximan because he's so fast. He's dribbling so good. He Emerson was not the first. He isn't the first, and he will not be the only one to have difficulties trying to defend Sam Maximan.
Hmm.
So
Yeah,
Emerson was better from him. He can improve, but it was better than before.
I agree. Definitely a much better performance than we've seen. So, yeah, well done, Emerson. Moving on, Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, sevens all round. I just think again, I've said this before, he's such an important player for us. He holds it down in the middle really, really well. I think he was working really well with Bentancur as he always does.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, just really solid, composed in the middle, just kind of what we need um, to be to be doing in the middle there, really for us. I don't know anything
Ooh,
more. Oh,
almost the third one for Palace.
third goal.
Almost.
Ah, I think you'd be screaming a lot louder than if it was more.
Yeah. It's true. I would be celebrating as if it's a Spurs goal.
Yeah, I mean 2-0. I mean, let's keep it up. Let's keep it up, Palace. What about Pierre, Tiago?
Um, I think that he's been playing better with Bentancur. I'm
Hmm.
gonna talk a little bit that about more when we talk about Bentancur because I think it has more to do with Bentancur than Højbjerg himself. But
Hmm.
I mean, he was passing forward. He's driving forward more with the ball. He's not scared. He's not that guy that only passes backwards anymore.
Yeah, that's
He,
true.
he he's trying to play. He's trying to do a midfielder's job. He's trying
Hmm.
to be creative like he is for Denmark,
Hmm.
and it's really important because him and Bentancur are the only two midfielders. They are the
Yeah.
creative minds of our team. We need him to do it, and he's improving. He has been improving in that area, and defensively we know he's good. So Højbjerg, I think he goes in the same bracket as Eric Dyer in the end. He did his
Mm,
job,
yeah,
he had a
that's
good
true.
game, but nothing outstanding. So
Hmm.
that's why I gave him a 7. I think there's
Yeah,
nothing much to say about him.
I think a 7 is a pretty decent score, to be honest, when you haven't got a goal or, an assist, or you haven't done
Yeah,
anything massive. So I don't think a 7 is a bad score at all. I think seven's quite a good score. A 5 is kind of my average score for just showing up,
yeah.
or just kind of, to having a decent game. So I think a 7 is pretty decent. So yeah, I agree with you. I think he did his job and he did it really well. Birdie 11008 is saying Hoiberg, great game. 8, yeah. I mean, 7 and an 8. I guess it depends on your scale, really. But
It's very close. I mean, it's only one. I mean, 7.5 would be, you know, 7 or 8 for me. It's a fair one, but I
yeah,
think we had other players that did more that
yeah,
impacted the game.
yeah,
So he could get an 8,
yep,
but others deserve more than him to get an 8.
yeah,
So
yeah. No, I feel you. I'm exactly the same. Right, we're moving on. Rodrigo Bentancur, 8 and a 7.5. Again, probably pretty similar. Probably from your side, he's just did a little bit more. Um, I mean, I think the first half was a little bit scruffy, and then he was involved in that little incident. Obviously, picked up the yellow card.
oh yeah, sure.
Um, but I remember some really nice passes to Kane. I think he's just made such a difference for us. Like I think you
Yeah.
were saying before, I think we've all seen it. We all know he's such an important player for us, and he's only been with us for such a short amount of time. Um, so yeah, I mean, what do you think? What do you think about his performance yesterday?
I think he was very good. From the players that didn't score or assist, he was the
Mm,
best. Um, uh, for me, Bentancur is the guy that allows us to be playing how we are today. Because you look when Skip got injured and we had to play wings with Hoiberg, it was bad. And this is not a wings agenda. It's because that's just who wings is. He hides. It's been like this for 7 years now, and now Hoiberg has a partner. He's not playing alone in midfield anymore. He has someone there with him.
yeah.
When the opponent tries to play out from the back, you see that Kane is up top in the middle, and then Hoiberg and Bentancur are the ones who go help Harry Kane press.
Hmm.
So that is important. He bites, he presses, he runs, he covers the space, and he has a passing ability that other midfields don't have.
Yeah.
So Bentancur, he
He's so
brought
important.
that solidity to our midfield. A
Yeah.
very much needed solid player, and I
Yeah.
mean he has been very good. He's been brilliant. He's
He's been
been
really.
brilliant.
Would you say he's balling? Birdie's saying he's a balling Bentoncourt, giving him an 8 as well. I
He's
agree.
balling. He is.
He is
He
balling.
is. I mean, we're
He is.
gonna talk a little bit more about that, but him and Kulusevski have hit the ground running in a way that I did not expect. I didn't
Mhm.
think they would be playing this well so quickly. I'm very, very impressed. Very impressed.
I am as well. No, I agree. I think both of them to come in and just like you say, hit the ground running and scoring assists and goals for in the space of Kulusevski, who we're getting onto now. Like it's just crazy the amount of assists he's got for us this season in 5, 6, 7 games. I can't. I've lost track now, but it's not a lot. I think it's maybe about 7 games he's played for us. Um, but yesterday's game for me. So what have I given him? I've given him an 8, and you've given him a 7. What
Oh,
are
I give.
your thoughts?
Oh, I sent 7. Oh, wait.
Oh, that's okay. You're
Lost an
allowed to
8.
change. You're allowed to change.
It's. I think I mixed his with Kane's. It
Uh,
was an 8.
that's
It
okay.
was an 8.
Yeah.
Kulusevski, it's a funny one because compared to other games, like for example, Everton, he did not look as good, like
Mm,
getting the ball and dribbling around, driving the ball forward. He was not doing that much yesterday, but still, when he's not that impressive to your eyes, he gives an assist,
yeah.
and that's exactly what we need. And
Mhm.
he has now 7 goal contributions
Mhm.
this season for us in the Premier League.
7, is it? Wow.
Five, yeah,
And
2 goals and 5 assists.
how many matches is that then, Tiago? Is that 7, 8, something.
Oh,
It's okay if you don't know.
probably.
But yeah, it's not a
Um,
lot. It's pretty much. He's pretty much got us a goal or an assist every game he's played since he's joined. Like
since
pretty
he's,
much.
I think it
So
changed more when he started games. He came as a
yeah,
starter
that's
against City, and since then has been getting goals and assists, and that's
yeah.
what we need. And Kozebski, that cross, weak foot, quick
Hmm.
cross, find Sonny into the box. Um, I just love our gi- ginger Swedish guy.
Yeah.
You know, give me a
Yeah.
ginger. Oh, that chance. Whoever made this, they deserve an award because that
I
was
bet he's
great.
singing along with us, yeah. It's a good
Yes.
song. It's a very good song. I love him as well. I think he's amazing. I think I'm such a big fan of his. I think he was creating chances all over the place for us yesterday. Like you said, like he mightn't have got a goal, but he's getting assists and he's just creating chances and creating space and yeah,
Yeah.
just what we've like you said, like what we've needed and what we lacked before I guess he came in after we had
Yeah.
that dry spell with hardly any kind of creativity at all in the midfield section. So
I just
yeah.
pulled up his stats. He has 2 goals and 5 assists in 10 games,
Wow.
but he didn't score or assist in his first 2 games. So since he started I think 8 games, 7 goals and assists in 8 games starting for us. That's very good. It's very good. It's almost a goal or an assist every single game.
Yeah, that's insane. That's just crazy. Like that's what you need when you're bringing somebody in. That's what more could you ask for, really?
Yeah,
I'm so impressed with him.
me too.
Right,
I love him.
let's move on to Sonny boy, my Sonny boy.
I love this guy,
Giving him a 10, and I've given him a 9. Wow,
Daddy.
10, a 10. I mean, he did get a goal and an assist. To be fair, to the guy, he did. He did play amazingly. He played all time. I don't know, to give out tens for me, you got to be doing something even more like I don't know. I'll show you when
No,
it
yeah.
when it comes. But I think he was the best player on the day. I think, to be fair, probably man of the match. I think he played all
Oh,
time.
he was. He was.
So 10, I agree with you in your 10. I think that like that's a very good score for him. Just maybe not for me a 10.
Yeah, yeah, I get it.
Unfortunately.
I mean, Sonny, he's my daddy. He is my daddy. But
He's your what? Sorry.
my daddy,
Your daddy.
yeah, human daddy.
Oh my.
No, I
Okay.
love Sonny, but I think his game was very good because his cross was it, the the angle from behind Ben Davies. You see the curve the ball gets and goes
Mm,
perfectly into Davis's head. And his goal, I mean, he scored a goal. He's getting, he has 20 goals and assists this season only in the
that's
league.
incredible. Like
That's his third season in a row with at least 20 goals and assists.
insane.
It's,
It's
I
insane.
mean,
He's been playing so I mean, this is the thing. We did a show on Son a couple of weeks ago now on Ask Sid, and looking at the stats this guy's had this season, for a lot of people, it looks like kind of like the eyeball test. It seems a lot of people have been thinking that he's not been performing up to kind of scratch this season. But I think when you look at his stats and look at what he's been doing for us,
yeah.
he's been playing phenomenally. And I think it's just, because of what happened last season, I think maybe I don't know. People have a lot of expectation from him, um, but
I
he's
mean,
playing so well. like,
I don't know why people were saying this about Sonny last season because he has 14 goals. Last season he scored 17.
yeah, but
If
that's
he
that's the thing.
scores
Yeah,
3 goals, he ties
he's
up.
on. Yeah, he's probably gonna well go over
Yeah,
that. I'd say we've still got what 9 games left of the season, so
he has. In my
surpass that.
opinion, it has a lot to do with how football is nowadays because people want to see the beautiful football. I mean, coming from Brazil, I know how that feels. You know, wingers need to be pacey, very good at dribbling, and have those beautiful moves that you go, wow, how did he do it? But Sonny is not that guy anymore. He's there to finish. He's there to score
Mm,
goals, and I
yeah.
mean, as long as he puts in goals and assists, wow. I'm just watching the TV. I saw a goal from Pedri yesterday. Damn, wow, it was impressive. But going back to Sonny, a goal and an assist. You cannot ask for
No,
more.
no, you can't.
You can't ask for more.
No, no, I agree. I think he could have got us another goal, but
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna, we got 5 goals. Like, what? What's 6? I know we got goal difference and everything like that. But he played really well, so I'm
He did.
not having any of it. Right, we're moving on to Harry Kane. So you've given him a 7, I've given him an 8. Harry Kane. So, I mean, no goals from Harry yesterday. I think there were a few misplaced passes as well. But I think he was another one that was struggling in the first half. I think he played a little bit better in the second. But again, I think, and I've heard this by a few people that, people were thinking that he looked tired. Maybe wasn't completely on it yesterday, as he normally would
Yeah.
be. But like, I think he was still creating chances for others, and he got an assist. Looking at the stats, like 0 to 5, so definitely potentially could be tiredness, or from the international break. Maybe he's a little bit worn out, maybe because he didn't get any shots on target. But it wasn't a bad performance for me by any stretch. He
Yeah.
got an assist in. What do you think?
It wasn't. I think um, it comes with expectations because I
Yeah.
really thought that yesterday Harry Kane would just explode the whole game. His passing was very good. He passed the ball to Kulusevski for Sonny's goal. He assisted Dougherty's goal. But it was like, for me, it felt like something was missing. It felt like something was off when finishing chances and
Mm,
trying to score goals. He didn't have a shot on target yesterday. You saw that in the end he was actually forcing finishes to just to have some. Um, but it was a good performance. But for me, something was missing. Something was missing, and I'm
yeah.
give him a 7.
Yeah, and I think that what we said before, 7's not a bad score. I think
Yeah, it
it's a
isn't.
decent
Yeah,
score for what we had. Rob Queen, thank you for being here. Palace are on fire tonight. Yes, they are. Tiago's been updating us all with his reactions of the game that's on. I know it's half time at the moment, so
yeah,
hopefully when I finish this show, I'll get to watch maybe the last little bits of that, and I'm hoping that Palace take it out. Right, let's move on. So we got the subs now. So we got Lucas Moura. 6 and 7. I mean, 7 might be a little high for me. I mean, he didn't have a lot of time, 14 minutes, but he got an assist and he was full of energy when he came on.
sure.
I think for me, it's so nice having subs that can come on and actually make a difference for the
Yeah,
game. Like, I was saying that yesterday. Like, how nice is it to actually be in a position where you can have subs that can come off the bench and score, goals and assists? Like, hasn't been
yeah.
happening lately, has it?
Um, Lucas, it's tough to give him more than a 6 or a 7 because, as you said, he didn't play much. I gave him a 6 because of the assist, but Lucas, he's a guy that we know when he's dropped, he's going to work hard to get back to the team. But right now, you just cannot take off Kulusevski because Kulusevski is just.
Yeah, yeah, you can't, can you? It's
But
trouble there, I think.
I mean, the fact that Lucas came on, scored a goal, sorry, gave an assist to a goal,
Hmm.
it's very good. We need this. We need more players to score and assist because
Yeah,
for years we've been going Kane and Son, Kane and Son, Kane and Son. And yesterday we had Emerson, we had Davies, we had Dougherty, we had
yeah.
Bergwijn.
That's the thing, isn't it? That's the thing we need so much is goals coming from players that aren't Harry
Everywhere.
Kane,
Yeah.
that aren't Son, or also from Kane and Son, but not just Kane and Son. So So nice to be able to see goals coming from all over the place. Like we just need to get them for the corners and set pieces and everything now. We need to get on that, I think. Um, but yeah, good performance by Mora. Rob, you're saying Lucas didn't even celebrate his assist. I think he's kind of upset with the lack of playing time. Could be, could be.
I mean, it's fair. It's fair. I mean, he was playing, and now you're dropped. Of course, you're not going to feel good. But what what can Conte do? Kulusevski is playing really well. I
Yeah, I
mean,
know. Oh well. Sorry, Mora. But you're still very good and you're very important.
yeah, maybe not much, but
Maybe not, but yeah. When you're getting assists for us and goals for us, you
then yeah,
are.
getting goals and assists, yes. Just running around like a headless chicken, then no.
Yeah, maybe not so much. Stevie B, what are we saying? So you've given him a 7 and I've given him an 8. I think probably similar thing for me, coming off the bench and whacking a goal in, potentially getting two. He had two attempts there. He could have got another goal in for us, but didn't. I mean, an eight's pretty high for a sub, but I just thought, why not?
I mean, Bergwijn, um, he had a good international break for Netherlands. He scored goals
Yeah,
in
he did,
both
didn't he?
matches, I think.
Yeah, he
And
was it.
I mean, I gave him a 7 because I don't think you can give him the same rating, for example, as Benson or Dougherty. Um, but
It's true.
Bergwijn, one on one, calm, cool, scored a goal. You usually go like, oh my god, he's just gonna do Sissoko and kick it out of the stadium. But no, he was very good,
Yeah,
and hopefully he keeps growing confidence to.
I think it's the confidence, isn't it?
Yeah,
I think he's getting it there, and I think, yeah, definitely after what happened in the international break, like he must have been, on cloud nine after getting those goals. So I think that definitely had a part to play, maybe in
yeah,
him coming in and slapping that goal in. So yeah, I'm
it's
I'm
true.
I'm digging him. What are you saying, Birdie? 8 for Bergwijn as well. All right, and last but not least, your favorite player, Tiago. Harry Winks, or AKA Sir Winks a lot.
I
Fives,
mean,
fives across the board. Like, yeah, I mean, what did he have? 15 minutes? Didn't have a lot of time. I think
there's
he had a
nothing to
chance.
say.
He did have a chance though, but it went over the bar, I think. So there was a chance there.
I mean,
Um,
he didn't do anything. It's not like a day because he didn't like him, but because he literally didn't do anything. He didn't have much to do.
yeah,
The game was pretty much under
it
control
was
when he
pretty
came
much
on.
done. Yeah, I
So,
agree. Yeah, Winky's a 5 as well, Birdie. Thank you for matching us on that.
Winky, I love that.
Winky. I think he stopped. Does he still call him Winky? I don't know. He's stopped calling him that now, but that is very funny. Wink's done okay. Hi, Rob. At least he's passing the ball forward and his shot was close. Yeah, it was. It
It's
was.
true. It's true.
Good. All right, Tiago, we are going to move on to Crime of the Week. I'm not sure if you've seen the show before, but as we are in a courtroom, Crime of the Week, it's a segment that we have on the show here that we get people to send in nominations for who they think should be nominated for a crime in the world of Tottenham Hotspur. So that could be either an on pitch or an off pitch crime.
Yeah.
This week we have two nominations. I will be showing you now. I've got my weird PowerPoint, so it's not allowing me to do my fancy little zoom in. It's just going to come up on the screen, so I may as well just hit you with it. So we've got Hugo. Hugo was nominated this week for not saving the free kick. Um, we already spoke about that earlier on. Gave him a 5 for that. And then the second nomination might be a surprise to some people, but this has actually come in a weird nomination. This is for Joe Roden for suspicion for, doing something to all the managers for not getting any playing time. Like, what is going on there, Joe? You must have done something.
It's, yeah.
You must be due some a lockup for some kind of suspicious activity, we think. So what is it? What is it with Joe and not getting any playing time under so many managers now? I mean, Tiago, what are your thoughts on both of these? Do either of them deserve to be locked up, or Do you have any other nominations that you want to give?
Yeah, I'm thinking about it to see if I can find something. Can we put Harry Winks for playing for Spurs as a
Harry
crime
Winks.
king? Just kidding.
Oh, Tiago.
Just kidding. From the
If he does
two,
something bad, he can. He can be nominated.
I think I'd say Hugo, because
Yeah.
as we talked before, he could have done better.
Hmm.
Um, it wasn't his best game. But with Joe Rodon, it's so weird because he goes for Wales, he plays decent,
This is
he's
the
good.
thing. This is the thing, isn't it? I
I
mean, the
mean,
poor guy. And
it's
Conte
tough
always has some good
because,
stuff to say
yeah,
about him
it's
as
true.
well.
And it's tough because it's not like Conte is the first one who's dropped him. Jose didn't play him, Ryan Mason
Yeah,
didn't play
again,
him,
this is the
Nuno didn't
thing.
play him.
This is the thing.
And I go
Aussies
like,
must have done something wrong.
yeah, and that's exactly what everyone goes like because if he's training well, if he's showing quality, he would play. But if four different managers are not picking him, what is he doing wrong? He must be doing something else that's wrong.
Must be a criminal, Joe. No. If anybody out there knows why Joe Roden has not been playing, please let us know because it's quite a weird one, really.
Yeah, and
Um,
the problem is like you cannot really blame him right now because we don't know what is the reason why he's not playing. So maybe it's just the managers that don't want to play him. They think, oh
yeah,
yeah, maybe he's not, and that's not his fault. If the manager thinks he's not good enough, of course it's his fault because he should be better. But if the manager doesn't want to pick him, what can he do? Rather than working hard and showing, no, actually I do deserve to play. So
yeah.
for me, this one has to be Hugo.
Yep, Birdie's agreeing with you as well. Lock up Hugo for allowing that goal. Roden just can't get a name ahead of the first three. Quality, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, Romero, of course, needs to be there. Easy. Davies is the only
Yeah,
one who's left footed. So we need him as a left centre back. And
hmm,
Dier has been doing his job well. He's
yeah,
been
it's true,
solid.
isn't it?
So
Yeah,
there's nothing that you can use against Dier to drop him.
hmm, I agree. I agree. Right, well, that's it for our ratings and crime of the week. I just want to give a big shout out to who is in the crowd tonight. So Sam Spurs for life, how you doing? The birdie one is at 1008. Thank you, Tommy G. Who else we got? We've got NS Sports TV. How you doing, buddy? We have Mike the Hotspur Hustler. Hope you enjoyed my rating for your buddy Matt Dougherty. Catman Jess. Thank you for being here, Catman Jess. Lovely to see you in the house tonight. We've got Rob Coyne, Ishtak. What are you saying, Ashtak? Derby Day, Thursday, May the 12th. Tottenham's away game at Liverpool on Saturday, May the 7th. Could be moved from 3 p.m. to 7:45, providing more travel difficulties for fans. That's not good. So we're
That's weird.
definitely,
Because if
yeah,
the game is on Thursday, they actually should put the game earlier.
that is true. That is really weird. Hmm. I don't know. Are these been confirmed? These dates? I think they are now, aren't they?
Yeah, the date has been confirmed, but they are talking about changing the Liverpool game. That hasn't been confirmed yet. As
Oh,
of now, it's 3 p.m. GMT, but they want to change.
right. Right. Potomac, thank you for being here. Thank you so much. Big up to yourself as well.
They got performed.
Big up. Right. So, Tiago, we have, what have we got? We've got Aston Villa on Saturday afternoon. Have you got any initial thoughts on that game? Any sort of predictions or anything like that?
Oh, it's a tough one to predict. I mean, Villa haven't been good in the last few games, but it's a way. Arsenal struggled there. They won the game 1-0 in the end, but they struggled. Villa have good players, and they want to bounce back, of course. So we need to be careful. We need to be careful. Even though Villa is not in the best moment, we know everything can happen in the Premier League. But I think we go into the game as favorites. We're coming from a 5-1 win.
Yeah.
Arsenal losing might give us even more hope that we're gonna make top four.
Come
But
on.
still, we need to be careful. We need to be careful. We cannot drop points.
Yep. I agree. I'm feeling okay for this one. I think we've got a really good record against Villa, and I don't think they've had a really good run of form either over the last few matches. So I do worry about us when we're away from home. I do have always worry about that. But I think, like you said, I think we're coming off the back of 3 wins. So I do have a good feeling. I don't like having good feelings, but I'm going to roll with it. And I have a good feeling about this one. I think we're going to be okay. Um,
Yeah, I hope
yeah,
so. Hope
I
so.
just hope we have the right mindset going into it, with top four on our minds. And like you said,
Oh,
if Arsenal lose tonight, which is looking pretty good,
it's looking likely. It's looking
looking
likely.
likely.
Palace have been playing well.
Mm. Just a quick reminder for people, if you want to get a video in for the Aston Villa game, to send a video in with your score prediction to our WhatsApp number. I'm going to read it out to you. It's +44 777 436 4819. If you want to send a little video with your score prediction, the guys will play that on the preview show the day before. I think that's going to be on a Friday this week. It must be. Um, but that's pretty much going to do it, Tiago, for tonight. Sorry about our little technical difficulties earlier. Thanks for sticking by me.
No problem. No problem.
Really enjoyed having you in the courtroom this evening. I'll have to definitely get you back. But just before we go, is there anything that you wanted to promote or anything? I know you've got a show. You've got a couple of shows, haven't you, with Colin?
I
Or
was with Colin, but I had to leave because of college.
oh, okay.
I've been having classes in the afternoon most days, so it's tough to keep the consistency
Mm.
because of uni. But in this right here, this is my Twitter. So if you want to follow, you can follow me. Spreading bad things about Harry Winks and love about Emerson. That's what I do. I'm just kidding.
And wash his
Everybody's
clothes in the same washing detergent every game day, listening to the
every
same
game, every
music.
game. I'm gonna do it on Saturday. Hopefully we win. And yeah, I mean,
Please, Spurs.
this this Palace game is giving me so much hope now. I don't like this. I don't like this.
I gotta go. All right, we gotta go so everybody could go and watch the rest of this game because I'm very excited to find out what's gonna happen at the end of this match. Guys, just from my end, you can find me on Twitter at Spursy141. We have, in terms of Paxton Road TV, we've got talking points tomorrow night, so don't miss out on that. I think it's going to be a good one. Please, please, please make sure you like and subscribe to Paxton Road TV if you haven't already. We really, really appreciate everybody, and just love having you on board, and love all the comments this evening. Thank you for everyone who's been watching, and sticking by me with all my technical difficulties. I promise you I won't have that again next time. But yeah, guys, thanks so much for watching. Come on, you Spurs, really, and
Come on, you Spurs.
come on, you Palace.
Come on, you Palace.